have your attention, please? Good evening and welcome to a wonderful celebration in honor of our friend, colleague, and guest. To begin with, I'd also like to thank this wonderful string quartet that's been playing the music we've been enjoying. I love few things more than a string quartet, so thank you. A little over 22 years ago, I got called into service by former Mayor Dan Kemmis, and almost the first day I started working in the mayor's office, he said, "I've got some bad news. You need to help the Parking Commission hire a new director." So I met with Tom Boone and the board, worked through the recruitment process, and they came back and they said, "We want Ann Guest." I rolled my eyes and I said, "She doesn't know a thing about parking." But okay. So to explain that decision, I'd like to introduce former chairman of the Missoula Parking Commission, Tom Boone.
I'm not sure that decision needs an explanation, but we'll give it a try anyway. I'm really honored to be able to speak at your retirement. And I said, we've been friends for many, many years, and you've just done such a great job in everything that you've done. And what a commitment to the City of Missoula and the Downtown Association. Symphony, I think it's very appropriate that the quartet is playing here for you. Parking Commission started a long time ago with no authority, no money, and given the responsibility of trying to figure out how to work the parking in the downtown. The City of Missoula ran the parking at that time, and it took us a while. We finally got control of the meters. So we would then use the money from the meters and try to figure out how we were going to make this a little bit more efficient organization. Finally, after much work, we were able to secure the authority over the meter maids who had been working for the city police department. They were not real happy about coming to work for this fledgling organization that didn't know what it was doing. But they did, and then we were able to get some funds and be able to work on the parking problem to the extent that we had the ability to do that. It wasn't real successful because none of us were professionals. None of the people in the office really had much experience. But we were fortunate to have Missoula Redevelopment Agency come along and help us out in building a parking structure, and we got some additional properties. Didn't always have the best of luck with the people that we hired, but we did have a good search for a parking director, and as most of you know, was working with the Justice of the Peace. So that was her experience, that she kind of, well, she rose up in the interview process, and so we took a chance and hired her, and we couldn't have done anything any better. She just took that job and in reasonably short order became a professional, and I think all of us appreciated what she did to kind of push us out of our muddling stage and our really lack of knowledge of what to do into the modern era. I mean, we've all seen what parking is like now. It's much more modern. Not that there aren't still some glitches with the new parking meters, but I was asked the other day if what do you do about putting a code in? And I said, I didn't even know, I had no idea. I tried it once, I mean, went through the process and got my dollar fee in with a credit card. But this person asked me, what's this code? And I said, I've not a clue, I've never seen that before. But anyway, it all seems to be working much better. And I think that we are getting into, you know, the more modern era. And, you know, on behalf of the parking commission, I guess, which I haven't been on in quite a while, I've always been appreciative of where the parking commission has gone and what it's done, the new structure on Front Street and all. It's working much better. Still a problem with businesses not getting their employees off of the street. I mean, that's been an ongoing problem. We fought that from the very beginning. They thought that's what the parking places are for. No, it isn't. It's for the customers and trying to educate those people. And I think you've done a lot better job than we were able to do. But what I guess I would just like to conclude a little bit by saying that not only Ann has become the consummate professional in the parking area, and I think well respected. But I also admire her for the work that she's done for the Downtown Association, the BID, Missoula Symphony, United Way, I mean, you name it. Every time there's something going on, Ann is there helping out, and what an asset to the community. And I hope in your retirement that you will still be committed to helping out, because, you know, I always think things are going well when Ann is there. And so we expect that you will enjoy your retirement, but continue to be committed to Missoula. Congratulations.
Thanks, Tom, and thank you for your service to downtown and to the Parking Commission. Another person who has a great intimate knowledge of Ann's growth and actually command of the parking industry is longtime downtown Missoula businessman John Romer. He's also on the Parking Commission.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, it's indeed an honor to be able to speak today for Ann's retirement. I took a little bit of time, Ann, and pulled apart some of your resume and just kind of wanted to run through a couple of things that you accomplished. No, it's all good. Can you hear me okay? So just the rundown on it. And by the way, I was a member of the Downtown Association and invited to sit on the selection committee when Ann was selected. Tom and the other commissioners invited the downtown to that group. So there's a long-standing, long-term relationship between the Downtown Association and the Parking Commission, thanks to our predecessors, and I do appreciate that. So, Ann joined the Parking Commission in 1993. In 1994, she attended her first International Parking Institute conference. This was at the request of the board, who recognized we needed to help Ann to become the professional she has become. And she embraced it wholeheartedly. And also co-produced the first ever Missoula Downtown Association garden party. Now, is there anybody here that was at that? Seriously, this garden party was held on the roof of the new Central Park parking garage. It was a hoot. So, top that. In 2004, she received the Missoula in Motion Transportation Best Practices Award. In 2005, she received the Missoula Sunrise Rotary Meritorious Award. In 2010, she received the Missoula Symphony Sophie Trophy Award. And I asked Ann, I said, what do you consider your greatest accomplishment in your duties in all these years? And she said that she felt that as MPC director to have the Parking Commission named as an accredited parking organization by the International Parking Institute, this was just last year, and have the national recognition that Missoula Parking Commission has received as a result is her greatest achievement. She's most proud of that. You know, I might add that this was the first year that the International Parking Institute had pulled together an accreditation program. And so for Missoula to have been recognized among those few, and how many were there? There were 5 who were recognized. This is worldwide. It's a big deal. And I'm very proud to have been involved in that and been part of that in some way. So, Ann, come here.
Can I bring my wine?
Yes, you may. You may. So I'm going to read this to you because I wrote too damn much, okay? But on behalf of the directors of the Missoula Parking Commission, it's my pleasure to honor you for your 22-plus years of inspired service, not only to the Parking Commission, but to the community at large. Your willingness to collaborate with the Parking Commission's community partners, the property owners, and government leadership is the essence of a positive spirit that has affected many of us who've worked to make downtown Missoula the vibrant, successful place it is today. I'm sure I speak for all board members, both present and past, when I say that you brought your own amazing brand of professionalism and grace to the position of director. Lord knows there are many lay experts ready to profess their view regarding all things parking. Over and over, you have listened earnestly to input and then skillfully yet carefully shared information that further informed and educated those who would share. And you have the respect and admiration of your board of directors and our gratitude for over 22 years of leadership and service. Please accept this gift. This is a major vase over here, thanks to some friends of yours who knew what you might like.
Wow.
And a gift from the Parking Commission is a token of our appreciation for your many years of service.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Sometimes parking is more than simply adding more parking spaces. It's not just an inventory, it's a management discipline. And one of the things that I learned from Ann is sometimes you form partnerships with people to prevent cars from coming downtown. If you don't have the car come downtown, you don't have to find a place for it to park. And that has led to many, many wonderful partnerships. Now, Ann didn't come to her job with that knowledge. She got it by becoming a parking professional. And one of the people who helped Ann grow as a professional is a very good friend of hers, and I consider him a friend, Dennis Burns of Kimley Horn.
Jeff, and thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure to get to know Missoula and, of course, Ann all these years, and we've developed a really strong friendship and bond. I just want everybody to know that everything that everybody said is absolutely true. A lot of parking programs around the country, and I see hundreds of them. Few are as good as yours, and it may seem strange that Missoula has one of the best parking programs in the country, but the fact that they were able to achieve the IPI accreditation in their first year was really special, and that was a special thing. The other thing about Ann that I just appreciate is her values and her ethics and her character in general. She just leads the way, she leads by example, and she's just been an inspiration for me. I want everybody to know that we are nominating our friend and guest for the International Parking Institute's Parking Professional of the Year. It's just an amazing package of information and accomplishments, and it's been a pleasure working with all of you over the years, and it's just been great to see the growth and development of the parking program, and I think you should all be very proud of your city and of your parking commission, and of course of Ann. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. One of the parts of my career that I always felt was most important was the ability to form partnerships. One of the things that we know here in Missoula is that it is easier for two people or two groups or several groups to get together to accomplish that which alone they wouldn't have a prayer. And in my career, I consider Ann Guest the best partner I ever had. She was fun to work with, did what she was supposed to do. I could count on her. She was a confidant. I could tell her things that I wasn't able or willing to tell anyone else. And I think that went back my way. I felt good about that. But she is a partner to the entire community. Other people have said that, and it is so true. I feel safe in saying everybody in this room has a part of a memory or a part of their heart where they said, Ann came through for me. And so with that, the last speaker that I'm going to ask to come up here to give a very special gift is John Driscoll. John, oh, there he is, of the Missoula Symphony.
Hi, everybody. I didn't get to talk to you yet. Several years ago, the Missoula Symphony Association embarked on a campaign to revamp our image and to create and develop a personality for our organization. A personality that was warm and welcoming and inclusive and fun-loving and classy, but not taking ourselves too seriously. And how fitting that for several years of that period, the president of the board was Ann Guest, who embodies all of those personality traits. I don't know if this still happens, but Ann was so dedicated to our organization that people around town started identifying Ann as the Symphony Lady, which was about the best PR that we could have asked for. So thanks, Ann. But like all of you and many organizations in our community, the Symphony Association is so grateful for everything that Ann has done and continues to do for our organization and for our entire community, as Jeff said. And so, and always with a smile on her face and a bit of a mischievous twinkle in her eye. So on that note, and the Missoula Symphony String Quartet is really pleased to present you with a gift of music. And this is for you, Cole Porters, I get a kick out of you.